Hey everybody and welcome back. Things have been a little bit crazy again, so I haven't been recording, but I've done just a few little things, so I'll get you caught up. First of all, up here in the stairs, I did swap out the track lights. Menards actually had a sale on the exact LEDs I needed for these lights just the weekend after I put the track up. So that's the first thing. And while we're in here, I'm redoing my little bit of display in this space. Up here at the top, my dad wanted this space cleared out a little bit so that he could put a broom rack and some other additional storage. So I just moved this signage around a little bit, and I did hang the other two pieces that were sitting on the ledge over here. Everything up here is still very much a work in progress, especially the ledge. I've been getting in all sorts of new memorabilia from a seller on eBay. So right now I've just set up a few of these display cards. I don't know if these will stay as they are. Like I said, it's a work in progress. And I have just these two fans sitting there for now. So I will likely be showing this all again as I continue to work on it. So on the topic of memorabilia, that's something else I want to address. I've been kind of adding stuff in, and you're going to be seeing it in the background a lot. So I wanted to just talk about it briefly. So these are just a few things that I've added to this display corner. Over here I have a card just sitting on top of this cabinet, and I have many more display cards like this that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. And then I think the other big change is down on this end. Since I already had my Panama 5 sign down on this end, I kind of made this the Panama corner. So I framed and hung up these really cool Panama promotional posters. And then over here above the desk, I hung up my limited edition print from Big Ass Fans. I apologize for the glare on it right now. And I think that's pretty much it for those changes. The final thing is I did move the two big fans over here around. You can see the Panama moved over one space, and on this end the original moved over two spaces. I still have to get covers for these boxes, but otherwise this change is pretty much complete. You can see I also swapped the light kit on the original. This one is from Kichler. The finish match is just a little bit better than that Emerson light kit I was using before, and I really like this classic schoolhouse shape. I guess the other thing I did do was add a canopy clip to this Panama, for no other reason than to raise it up that extra half-inch or so. Since it's such a large fan, it always does feel like it's hanging just that little bit lower. But this little redo on the layout helped open up that corner. There's actually a lot more space over there than I thought there would be, so it could be another potential spot for a future light fixture or possibly another accent ceiling fan. We will see what that brings with time. This corner is so piled in right now, it's definitely not going to happen anytime soon. So I believe that's all that's changed for now. I'll be back soon for another update. Hey everybody, I'm checking back in with a few more updates. The first thing I'll show you is I got the LED disc in at the top of the stairs. This process was pretty involved, in and out of the attic a few times, so it was kind of just something I had to do on my own, not really something I could set up the camera for. But once again, it does basically everything that I wanted it to do. So now regardless of which switch you choose in the stairs, one of the lighting systems is going to come on in here. This was definitely some of the most involved wire fishing that I've ever done on my own. It wasn't really difficult, but it always does take a little bit longer when you're doing it by yourself. So now the other thing I have to show you is with the Caribbean Breeze install. You can see down at this end I removed the one that always ran a little bit slower than the others. I got a little bit ahead of myself when I did this install, not fully knowing how my parents were going to be arranging what is their corner. We're getting closer to the point of coming down here and starting to organize this out. So for now I took the fan out to make sure that it doesn't interfere with how they want to arrange their stuff. I left everything else in place in case the fan does fit once everything else is arranged again, but it's likely going to be blocked in by shelving, so we'll see how that works out. In the meantime, taking that fan off lessened the load enough that these three will run on a 4-speed slider control, which is nice because they run much more quietly, so I'm not really any too eager to put that fourth fan back up. As you can see, they're on low speed right now, and I get a pretty good range of speeds with this control. So I'm not going to run through a whole demo of these right now. I'll probably do a separate update video for that. lot, but as usual, I just want to keep you guys updated on everything I'm doing. So that's all I had for now. I'll see you back here soon for another update. Hey guys, today I'm here looking at putting in conveniently placed switching for the entire display. Originally, I didn't really think I needed it, but as I've had a few unexpected visitors come through the space, I've noticed that it's very cumbersome to go through and turn everything on individually. And unless I'm doing a full video of the display, I'm not normally changing and maneuvering all of the individual fan controls. So now with the display done and having worked with it over the last month or two, I'm kind of finding that it would be nice to have one switch that would turn on everything at kind of a preset that I leave it at. So I just wanted to do a little preliminary update here. I'm not going to be recording a lot because it is just going to be a lot of running wire again. But I'm going to reroute my home runs from the panel for the display over into this wall, and I'm going to put some sort of controlling system in place here. I still have not entirely planned out what my setup is going to be. I should also add that these two locations will not be controlled. I don't want to shut off my track lights with the display, so these two are going to just be on their own, which isn't a big deal because their controls are right here by the track light dimmer. I'm usually right here controlling these lights anyways, so these controls being on their own are perfectly fine. My first move is really just to get the wire in place, and I'm going to regroup and figure out what's next. So I'm going to get started and I'll check in with you later. Alright you guys, so I'm pretty much finished up. There's not a lot to show you besides what's right here. I decided to go with one switch, but since I'm controlling two circuits, I decided to do this right. I'm going to put in a double pole switch, but none of the stores carry that in Decora, so I had to order it in. So I just put this back together this far for now, and I'll wait for the switch to come in. So that's going to do it for now. I will see you back here soon for more. Hey you guys, I'm back a few days later. I am just checking in really quickly because my 2-pole switch has arrived, so I'm going to get it put in. This is really all I plan on doing right now, so it's just going to be a really quick check-in. But I will get this put in and then we'll see how it works. Alright, so I'm all finished up here. The power's back on. I've just gone through and turned on a selection of different switches for the individual fans on the display. So I think I'm going to kill the big lights because it's a little bit easier to see without them. I'll also just go ahead and turn on some of the accent lighting. And now we'll go ahead and try this out. So as you can see, it does both halves of the display. Once again, the Pro line and the heat fan are not on with that control, but the rest of the display is. So it's awesome to have that in place and working now. It's going to be much more user-friendly in daily life. So with that, I'm going to head out for now. I will be back soon. Hey you guys, I think it's already been a week since I last checked in. My sister was in town over the weekend, so I took that time to spend with family. And we also went through and organized and got rid of some of the stuff that she had piled up in the corner down here in the basement. I haven't been over here a whole lot this week. In what time I have been here, I've kind of been reorganizing and shuffling my sister's things out of the way over to this side of the basement. And you can see down here, this corner is starting to open up. I have moved two of my shelves out of the way, so right now this space is open. My battery just died, so I'm back now, but I was about to say that I'm getting to the point where I thought I better pick up the camera and catch up with you guys again. The whole purpose for me of starting to move this stuff out of that corner is that I can continue to develop along this wall, as well as around the corner and all the way down that wall as well. So at this point, I'm starting to look at continuing my switched outlets along. I'm probably going to land one somewhere in the middle here, and then one right here on the corner. I don't really have any big plans for lighting or features on this wall yet, but I do want to bring the power down this direction because I do have ideas for both of these corners. So I'm going to see how far I get right now. I'm not going to reveal my two ideas for these corners yet. After I'm done filming today, I'm going to call this a vlog and put it together. Some of the footage at the beginning of this video is starting to get a little bit dated, so I want to get it uploaded because I like to keep you guys up to date as best as I can. in. So I think right now I'm just going to lay out a couple of boxes for continuing the switched outlets, possibly run a little bit of wire, and then I'll get back with you to either update you further or close out this vlog. Alright you guys, so I have the center outlet completely in. It's not hot yet, I just have the wire tied back over here above the orchid. I'm just going to leave that alone until I get the other outlets in. I have my other box set here on the end with the wire just hanging. Now the reason I completely tied up the middle outlet is because I'm going to have to go through and move a bunch of these box fans out of the way to gain access to this corner. So I'm going to get started on that. I am running out of time for today, but I will check in with you before I go. So I've pretty much filled in my entire space over here, and this corner is opened up, so I'll be able to continue along. So this is where I'll have to leave for now. I should be picking up in a similar spot at the beginning of the next vlog. Thank you all so much for watching today. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell to turn on notifications if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Click left to watch my last vlog, or click right for the entire shop vlog playlist so that you can start at the beginning. You can also get free shipping on my merch until October 9th.